Okay. Okay. Well, that's weird. Edward, how'd you manage to be first? Edward was on the ball tonight. Ah. Russell is here now with Tim Jackson. Edward said he was quick in the draw tonight. You bet you were. Hey, Mark. Hey, welcome. Yeah. And here comes Mr. Justin Stickley himself.
Hey, Justin.
Oh, he threw it. Oh, I thought he was froze for a minute. Well, and look who's in the house tonight, Hunter.
What's up, Edward, Russell, Tim, Mark, Hunter? Who's Hunter? Oh, never mind. Just popped in. What's
Yeah.
up, Hunter?
Mr. Jackson.
Yeah. Hey, Jody. You
Jody,
coming?
Jody.
drone shots, yep. Mark R. White, how you doing, Mark?
Yeah. Well, see, we got snow coming tonight, eh? Well,
That's what I heard. I went down and Lynn bought a one of those lights that make the colors on the front of the house.
oh, yeah.
It was a plastic piece of shit.
Hey,
So I ended up driving around town and I finally found a nice, good, heavy one that'll do the job.
yeah.
And went back to her house and put it up and I got home a little after 3 o'clock.
Mm.
I was surprised, because you can buy them all day long on online, but as far as the major stores here carrying them, not so much.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people buying them up too right now, probably. So,
Could be. But, it's like I went to Sam's Club, right?
yeah.
They said, yeah, we didn't get those this year for some reason.
Yeah.
Shake my head. So then I
Walmart
called around to a
here.
couple of big box stores. No, we don't have any of those.
My local Walmart, they usually get a couple pallets of them. They'll have them out in the middle aisle.
Yeah. Sam's Club, very little Christmas stuff. A lot of wrapping,
Yeah.
very little extra stuff. Oh, Hunter says they're getting snow now. Doesn't know how much is going to add to it.
Yeah, because it's up in northern Michigan right now, I think. But coming down around 10, 11 o'clock tonight here. So,
Hey, Captain Joe.
yep, bird. Captain Joe trying to come in. He's having problems connecting to audio tonight.
61 here feels like 50.
Yeah.
61, it feels like 50. Well,
Yeah, we have a low of 40, like low 40s.
it's 35 here, feels like 29.
Oh. What are you doing up here?
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Joe?
Watching Fox News. They had a shooting at UNLV.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was sitting there watching it earlier.
And my
It's
sister works
a
there.
threat now, so
What precipitated? They say caused the
They
shooting?
they haven't
Yeah.
said anything. They said that it's still locked down. They said shelter in place, fight if you have to. They said one shooter's down. There might be a second shooter. But my sister works there. She's one of the professors there.
oh Jesus,
And I text her and I'm not getting any response. So
yeah.
we'll find out.
Wow.
She's probably fine, but
You did a
probably
new
got the phone
conference.
turned off.
They did a new conference about 10, 15 minutes ago. Said, everything's done. The shooter dead. So,
Did they?
Yeah, but they
Right.
said that it's possible another one.
well, they said it's a precautionary thing. So,
Right.
I hope
But they
it's
said
not.
multiple.
I hope it's not
But
ethnic.
they said multiple victims, multiple casualties.
yeah.
So,
But
but they haven't said what department it was at. That's what I'm waiting to hear.
yeah,
Because she's in the physiology, the psychology area.
yeah.
Ed Hassick said it's the 50s over here in Lower Michigan Friday.
Mm.
Friday. But it's been cold.
Well, there's supposed to be a bit of a heat wave coming up.
It's 57 right now, and we're going down to 39.
Yeah. Oh, you guys have winter coats down there?
Oh yeah, I'm smart. Since I got to shoot soccer and stuff like that, I went and bought a Duluth trading company jacket. It's like one of the old peacoat types.
Oh, yeah, Duluth, yeah.
Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah, they're the ones with all the funny commercials.
Yep. Spent a whole bunch of money on that one, but guess what? It works.
Yeah, they're expensive, but they got good products.
I've got a hood that goes with it, is made out of the same material I bought separately.
Mm.
And that thing, when you put it over, the only thing it shows is my face. It covers the ears and the top of your head and everything. And that thing, I tell you what, sometimes I got to move it because I start sweating.
Joe's talking to himself again.
Yes.
What's that?
Joe. He's blowing
I'm
kisses.
trying to be nice. Y'all ready for a treat? What treat? Tell me. Tell me. Yeah, I got all three of them jumping around wanting their treat.
That was funny. Yesterday, it was like he was blowing kisses.
I was blowing kisses to my main man dog. You want this?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to see it. They're not gonna.
Oh,
Tell me.
look at that. My poor baby. So hard done by. Oh, yeah. Oh, so baby. Yeah.
Out of there.
Okay, you can up. Well, come
What's
on.
up, Rod?
Howdy.
That's it, Peter.
Hey, Rod, how's you doing?
Not bad. I got a couple of flights in with my Bailey Hawk this afternoon, and then I was going to put the third battery in. And yeah, I was looking at the tops of the palm trees, and they were kind of going sideways. And I went, okay, that's enough for now. Now the wind has calmed down, but yeah, it's starting to be dark enough that I'm not sure I'd want to fly.
Yeah.
I'd probably fly into something. I already flew into something. I hit two palm trees. The palm fronds.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're east of me. You're getting darker faster.
yeah. Oh. It's fine. I saw the drone hit the fronds and start spinning downwards. Disarmed before it hit the ground. Went over, picked it up, and took off again.
Well, that's pretty resilient, that copter, isn't it?
Doing.
Oh yeah, it's got carbon fiber.
Come on, out. Come on, out.
Not like I hit hard. It just flew into the palm fronds and a nice about 3-inch tall grass underneath of where it landed on. So it's like landed on a pillow. So it's like, whatever. I was just glad I got it around the yard. I can not the Nazgul, which is the 5-inch. That thing's just got way too much power to try to baby that thing around my yard.
Out.
Now the Cinewhoops, I can drill the Cinewhoops and go. So that was one of the challenges with the Baby Hawk, was to see whether I could get it around the same path that I fly the Avata with. I got one corner that I haven't quite figured out yet.
Get out.
I just need lots of flight time to sort of get the pattern down. I tried it once and I bounced off the banana tree. It was kind of a oops. Yeah, whatever.
Thank you, guys.
It's not like banana trees. Not like banana trees are like steel. They get a little give to them.
You hit 1 million?
Yeah, my page hasn't updated, but the studio says I did. So
I'm getting close to 600,000.
Matt would have been at 750 if they wouldn't have stole all those views from him. I think he's at 690.
I'm probably at like 30. No, more than that.
Those shorts drive it.
Tim.
Yeah, I don't do shorts. I probably should, but hey, I'm at 303 subscribers. Yay, team.
I'm at 1442 now.
Hey, that's not bad for not even trying. Seriously.
Yeah.
I only throw things up there just for other drone people in the community to sort of see what I'm doing. It's not really about finding new people.
What gets me is the shorts. I try to get something out there that looks good that somebody will look at. I did a top down yesterday that went out. They got 1,100 views. I got the Twin Bridges, a beautiful reveal of this Twin Bridges. I mean, this is probably one of the best shots I ever did in my life. Just coming back on it and then revealing up to the city in the background. And it's got 286 views.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot of your shorts in my feed.
Well, I've got them scheduled. What I do is I make about 18 of them. Then I schedule them out for about 6 days. Then when I get to about 2 days, I make about another 18 of them and I put them back out so I don't have to think about it. If I decide to take a break, it gives me a little break.
Do it. That's what I tell people to do. I mean, you spend 30 minutes and you could schedule 2-3 weeks worth. I mean, it doesn't really take long at all.
Yeah, I've got 6 on my phone right now that I'm gonna do in a little bit. That'll get me out another 4 days.
Well, and if you stay consistent with them too, you get better views on them. Because I've noticed if I stop posting for like 2 or 3 days and then I come back and start posting again, they won't get shit for views. They'll take 2 or 3 days for them to start before YouTube starts pushing them again.
Well, my thing is I was doing them in the morning. I'd have one come out at 8, 8:30, and 9. And they wouldn't get views on them showing until 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So then I started putting them out later. And I'll put them out at like 11 or 12, and it'll be 3 o'clock in the afternoon again. And I'll put them out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't get views till the next morning. So it's crazy.
Yeah, they say there's like a 6 hour buffer zone on some people's shorts where you'll post, because Matt noticed the same thing. He'll put his out and then he won't start getting views on them till about 6 to 7 hours after he puts them out. And same with me too. I'll put them out at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I'll get like, a couple hundred views on each one, but then they'll kind of stall out. But then I'll wake up the next morning and each one will have a couple thousand. So in the middle of the night, all of a sudden they just do.
I'll have a run on them. I'll have 2 or 3 of them. Like 3 days, I'll have them all hitting over 1,000, and then I'll have a week of them all hitting around 600. It's just.
Yeah, to be honest, flight footage is even tough in the shorts, man. It's even hard to do. That's why Matt stopped. Matt started doing like the unboxings and like the putting the drones together, because they were getting better views than his flight footage was. Starting the drone up, stuff like that.
Well, one thing I did notice is if I do like the bridges part, if I put the bridges out like that and
Like you said,
they know
right?
it's footage from there. My bridge videos got 68 views, and I have been only averaging in the neighborhood of 39, 40 views. So when I put shorts out from that video, seem like people go to the channel, see the big video, and they go look at that too.
Oh yeah, dude. There's plenty of times I've been watching shorts. It'll be like some, crime short about some murder plot or something, and I'll be like, oh, and I'll go to the channel and find the full length video and watch it.
The reality is, how many people in this community are actually making any amount of money at all off of YouTube? Only a handful of people.
Sarah gave you congratulations too.
Yeah, I said that.
For all this work and effort and talk and analytics, and like, I don't know that anybody in our community has actually gone viral. The only guy,
the
Ken
whole
Herron's
argument,
making money.
Yeah, and the whole argument that long content's dead is not true. There's everybody. It might be dead in this community, but there's plenty of other communities you go where somebody will drop a 40-minute video, and people will sit.
Hello, they're watching
40
live
minutes.
stream. They're watching live streams. That's long form content.
My average view duration on my live streams is about 30 to 40 minutes at a time per viewer.
You look at Marcus Crawford, Idaho Quad Cop. He puts out stuff that's 25, 35 minutes long, and he gets thousands of views.
He's been doing it consistently for a very long time, so YouTube pushes him.
That's what it is.
Which is part of it, but
yeah, there's plenty of long content I run across. I'll sit and watch an hour-long video if it's interesting. If I find it really interesting.
This idea that you're going to jump in and start doing something that other people on YouTube are already doing, and you're going to be some big success at it, good luck. Because it's the early guys into whatever new niche is that they're the ones that end up making money off from it in the end.
Well, it depends on the size of the community too. Because there's really large communities and then there's really small ones. Like the drone community, definitely the guys that were doing that back in 2016, 2017, they got into it early. And then there's some of them that have been in the drone community that long and just never took off. I mean,
and it's not about YouTube anyways. It's about the sponsors. Look at Flight Pass.
But I'm saying, like, if I came in and I had just shit tons of money to blow and it wasn't like money was not an issue, and I bought every new DJI product, every new Autel product, everything, and I was doing unboxing and reviews, you could be the next Dobo. So a lot of people don't. It's expensive starting any kind of review channel, especially when it involves tech. Computers or the latest iPhones or whatever. You're gonna spend a lot of money doing those kind of channels.
I'll just be blunt. It ain't worth my time. When I finally retire from my actual work job, which won't be for about another 13 years, by then, ad-libbing as sort of an independent contractor in what I do, it'd be by then it'd be $400 an hour. What little peanuts I'd ever make out of YouTube, just not worth the waste of time.
What's up, Chuck?
Much. Look at my ass.
It's a little bit like all those COBOL guys. God damn, did they clean up on Y2K?
Yeah, they all the programmer guys made.
I'm one of those, except for I'm database. So by the time I get done and retire, yeah, I can take side jobs and be just fine.
Oh, yeah, I don't expect YouTube to pay anything. Actually, YouTube to me is just it's fun, but I want the subscribership to maybe get somebody else interested in what I do, to maybe help supplement or I guess subsidize is what we're looking for, my travel expense later. That'd be more the thing for me.
You know, if you turned your travel thing into sort of an educational kind of thing about the different areas that you've either traveled to or want to travel to, you'd probably do a lot better. Because
Well, he does
sort
do a
of,
lot of history stuff in his vlogs, though.
Mhm.
Like where he'll tell you the
I
history.
actually, yeah, thanks, Justin. I like doing the research and like, we go to these cool places and like put in the narrative, add detail and stuff. It's cool, but they don't do well either. Nothing. So it just takes a long time. Like I think Justin's in a better niche. He's investing the time he's working.
Well, I mean, the
Whereas
gamer community's fucking massive though, too, though. So if I
Well,
grabbed
the
1% of the
travel-
gaming community, I'd be 10 times the size of Dobo.
travel community is huge. Also, I just can't. But
and the
nobody.
other part. Go ahead.
No, I mean nobody. It doesn't matter because if they're anything like me, I don't give a shit about watching their stuff except learning from what they do. I'm all about me.
Well,
Like,
and that's true, Chuck. Like when I started getting into the gaming myself, where I was posting stuff, I noticed myself I stopped watching some of the people I used to watch. It was like you don't really watch the stuff you're in because you're around it so much, I guess.
I think that might be part of it, dude. Because like I get bored watching. They're only like 2 or 3 travel channels that I'll watch because they're so damn good that I'm learning from how they do things, and they're just super easy to watch. But the rest of it's just yeah, I'm so busy doing my own stuff. I don't have time to watch the crap. I'm using YouTube to like search how to fix something that broke in my house or whatever, which goes back to what Rod's saying. Like YouTube is about, you need value for your audience, value for your viewers, and like if value for the viewers is where you go to travel, if you can share information to help them get something out of it. What can we do here? How do we get there? What are the tricks and so on and shit like that. That's stuff they want.
Keep in mind, there's another part that plays a huge part to all of this, and that is, especially if you're vlogging kind of stuff, personality, how you sound and how you come across, how you look, what your body language is like. You gotta be really comfortable. You gotta really, the audience has got to be able to look at you and kind of go, yeah, he knows what he's talking about, blah 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 blah.
But I mean, look at the drone.
Sorry, what?
I was gonna say, look at the drone community. As much as they say they are supportive of each other, they might give each other a subscription. But go look at your average view duration on a 2-3 minute video and tell me
exactly
that they're actually supporting you, because it'll be like 20-30 seconds.
I know they're not.
Yeah, it's terrible. I get nothing. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There are a few people.
Exactly. There's a few.
The drone community, they genuinely seem to like what Lori and I are doing, and they support us and oh my God, we love them. I mean, it's like really cool. But like, but as far as the like, you talk about the personality and stuff, just that just takes time. I mean, like some people could never do it, but I don't know personally. I mean, I see just huge improvement, and we have a long way to go, but I see huge improvement with me and Lori. I look at our old stuff and I get so cringed out, like, oh my God, what the were we doing? And like, so that just happens over time. You
Well,
have to,
that's
like,
anybody though. I mean, your first
it's
videos
like,
are always going to be cringy when you go back
it's
and
Oh,
watch
yeah,
it.
always.
just a journey, and like, I mean, so yes, to be really comfortable on camera, to look at it at the right time, you have to look at the camera at the
And be an expert in your subject.
If you go back and look at anybody goes back and looks at their channel over a 2-3 year period, you'll see the progression over time.
I used to speak at our conferences. I always had a session in the top 10 out of 300 plus sessions at a conference. I always had a top 10. So public speaking is something that I do pretty well on technical subjects.
Oh, that happens to be high on my job requirement right now. I have to travel around and do presentations. So
It will
that's not
help you.
very-
It will help you with
Oh,
your
hell yeah.
vlogging.
And
100%
Well,
help
it's
you
not
with your
just-
vlogging.
the vlogging is getting better anyway, because
Oh,
like
God,
we
Tim.
see people.
Sure.
The encouraging thing is that we see people that genuinely suck, and I mean suck, and they have like thousands of subscribers. And I look at Lori and I'm like, you know what? I said, I'll be like, their channel's pretty big and they suck. So what does that tell you about us? Tells you that
Well,
we just
but there
keep
is a
working to be
certain,
better and better.
but Chuck, there is a certain viewership of people that there's
Sucky?
2 different guys I watch that do unboxing videos of just random products. It'll be kitchen products, whatever,
I
right?
want to watch. Yeah.
One of them's very professional in the way he does it, and one guy is just very laid back and like just does it in his garage and just kind of is just he acts more like an everyday kind of guy unboxing something versus trying to look professional.
And there's
and
a
the
lot to be
everyday
said
guy
for
is
that.
Probably
But
the
there's
guy
certain
that's
people
more
that like
casual is
that
probably
kind of
easier to
stuff.
watch.
Well, people like
Yeah.
some people just like the more casualness. It's
I
not
mean,
necessarily they suck; they just don't put as much effort into their videos as you do.
now
But
stop it.
that's not my that's not my definition of suck though. It's because I respect that too. I think there's the homey feel of a video is cool. Like, you know, to have it be the personality that you're describing is really great. But if that guy that's really down to earth and easy to listen to and watch, and he's fun to watch, if he has really good editing, really good camera work, great audio, I'm gonna watch him even more. And that's what I'm saying. It's not like the stuff that I'm saying sucks. It's because they're shit on camera, they're hard to watch, their cameras are all over the place like drunk people or some shit. They don't know what they're doing, and yet they have all these subscribers. I'm like, why the hell are people watching this shit? So anyway, that's my definition of suck.
So
What
I'll
was
give
that?
you something that I look for, like when I'm looking for drone reviews. You know, I'll watch Marcus and those guys, but I'll be blunt. Those aren't the guys that I actually want to see. You know who I want to see? I want to see the guys that just fly and who aren't the professional reviewer kind of crap talking to me, because I want to hear the common man's version of
There are
what
some-
they
there are a
what
lot
they
of-
think of the product, not the professional pitchman
Like
guys that
they're
are
trying
out
to
there.
sell you to you.
Well,
Yeah,
they're-
exactly.
Rod, there are a bunch of dudes that are they're not being bribed by DJI, and they're like really cool to watch, and they give you an honest perspective on stuff.
Your
And they
camera's
still
stable,
create
Tim.
they create really good videos that are well done and informative. Yeah, I like those too. I like those more than the big time guys like you, because like because you feel like the information is legit. It's just
Yeah.
I know, that's what we
Again,
want.
I don't want
I don't want to be sold on it. I'm not going like I don't
Yeah,
want to be like watching
exactly.
an
I don't want the
infomercial
pitch.
on the thing.
I don't want
Yeah.
the pitch man. I don't want the pitch man. I
Right.
want the guy who's going to use the product and use the product
Yeah,
every day.
tell you the good. Yep, tell you the good, tell you the bad.
Yeah.
You know, be straight up with you.
Those are the guys that I'm looking for, not the guys that I know are in it. And to be fair to Dobo does a great job. Nothing wrong with Dobo. I like watching his stuff, but in the back of my head, he's part owner in DroneWorks.
He has an agenda.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the way to say it.
Oh,
And
a
that's
lot of
nothing.
people see that.
And that's nothing
No
against him.
discredit to
No discredit
no,
at all
no,
to him.
no discredit to Ken. He's
He's
very
great at what
and
he
everything
does.
he does. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like
it's
the guy's
great.
great on camera and everything's very
Yeah,
professional.
100%. Yeah,
And
100%.
his information's it's all good. But it is a bit biased on the pro side, but I get it. But yeah, so if you can
But you
can
get
watch
what
a guy
you
like
get
Ken,
you get what I'm saying. It's not a
yeah,
knock
but you-
against those. For most of them,
No.
especially in the drone community, I would say it's 100% not really a knock against them.
you just have
Yeah,
to
the
know.
only guy that you know is for sure 100% like biased and screwy is Captain Drone. Everything is the greatest with him. You just know it. It's like, oh,
you know what? Even those guys, you can watch what they're doing. And you can kind of read between the lines on stuff.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Because
you're
like
not
Ken,
wrong.
no, I mean like it's like because you can see what's going on. Anyway, like Ken, he's like, yeah, his is like he has his agenda and everything is
What's up,
tone
Jonathan?
is set. But yeah, anyway, I do like the more like the guys that buy the stuff on their own. They have to buy it on their own. They're testing it, and if they're a couple weeks late to the game because the guys up front with the NDA, they have all the shit already.
The factual stuff from Ken and Marcus and all the rest of them, they're all 100% factual for the most part, right? It's just the opinionated stuff that I try to not listen to.
That's the
Oh, that looks
influencer.
good, Joe.
That's pure
Those fries.
influencer stuff, really.
It was.
You're not
Looks
going to show. Is
delicious.
that Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's here.
I'm here.
And they're all and like I said, they're all good people. They really are. They're all working hard. I get it.
Everybody's working hard. I mean, all those guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Like Ken's working his ass off to get where he is. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that shit doesn't come easy. We all
No, hell
know this
no.
because we're all giving it a whirl. And
That's
You know
badass.
you know the one thing about Ken that I'm starting to finally like is that he finally gave up the alcohol crap and sort of the
I like
20
Yeah,
sort
he
of
said
the
he was
sort
trying
of
to
the
be more
sort of
professional.
sort of the 20-year-old high school kid party crap and be a bit more professional now. It's like finally a light switch has come on and he's grown up a little bit.
I don't know, I
Not
kinda
that he
like
wasn't doing good at what he was doing, but I'm just telling you that piece to me came
Well,
across
the
not
whole
great.
drinking shtick that he was doing with his live show, it, to me, didn't match what he was doing.
No, agreed.
I'm saying because he was doing professional
yeah, 100%.
reviews of certain types of tech, and it's like drinking and talking about it. I don't know. It just didn't seem like it really fit
And
together.
it didn't fit some of what he was doing, which was all the teaching stuff. All right. Here's what I'm doing with the real estate. Here's how I do this. That was great. That's 100% great contribution to the community that Ken was doing. But the drinking thing just did not light up with that.
Not with the super professionalism that he showed on the rest of the part of the show.
Yeah.
It didn't match up with the theme he was going for.
Yeah. Well, you could also kind of tell that it was impacting his life too. I don't know that everything was as rosy as
Rosie.
I don't know.
You're gonna say
You know how it is
that's the
when
word you're
people
looking for. I can feel it.
when people are heavily drinking, they're generally heavily drinking for a reason. And
That's
so,
not true. That's
well,
the perception. Now,
sometimes
I'm going to say this from
Wait.
no. I'm going to defend Ken for a reason because Lori and I have been accused of like you guys are always drinking, and that is so not true. It just happens that when we are out on vacation and stuff, we're exploring places.
And that I would expect you. I would
We're not
expect
getting
you.
hammered.
Yeah.
It's not
I
like
mean the
we're
guys. I
alcoholics,
mean
we're
the guys.
getting hammered. then
Yeah, I mean the guys that are getting drunk. I don't mean just drinking.
no, I'm
You
just saying we're
guys
getting
out
we get
in
criticized.
restaurant is
Now the
expected.
plane antics, that's different. Like when I'm in first class and I have a couple too many glasses of scotch, that's a different situation. That's
You
pretty
know,
rare though.
once in
That's
a
pretty
while,
rare.
it's
But
okay
like,
we all cut loose once in a while. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the people I'm talking
but
about
anyway,
are the
it's
people
like,
that are doing it
no,
all
I'm
the
just
time, kind of thing.
I'm just saying that some people maybe they're just kind of messing around with us, and that's probably all it is. Because the drone community they're pretty easy
And,
going.
and I'm not saying no drinking. That not that. I'm just
Well, it
saying
does make it
the people drinking in excess. There's generally kind of
It
two
makes
things
it,
behind it. They're either partiers or they're trying to drown something out.
yeah, but Rod, where it does suck is like if I want to like fly a brewery or something, I technically you're supposed to fly the brewery before you set foot in the place. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, baby. And like I said,
God.
there's nothing
Got
wrong
that on
with
film.
nothing wrong with especially with what you guys doing or traveling and eat. You know, people going out to restaurants, you expect to see them drinking wine, beer, or anything else from the restaurant, right?
Well, there was a time when we were doing like, we'd go into a brewery and we do like the little flight of beers and we try like 4 beers and talk about them. But that just,
And
we tried it. It didn't work. It's not like really great for the channel.
and
So,
and and there's another part to this whole conversation, at least around this part. There's a huge difference between the US and Europe. In Europe, everybody drinks, right? Because
well, usually it's like a glass of,
the water's not safe to drink, so they drink
yeah,
wine
yeah.
instead of
So like,
water.
yeah, like in France they'll drink wine instead of water and
Yeah,
stuff. But
exactly.
they're not hammered or
Yeah,
anything.
no,
It's just,
I know.
so yeah, no, anyway, but that stigma though can happen. So like, you know what I mean? If somebody does all these reviews on like wine or beer or whatever, I mean, you get that reputation, I guess. But
I don't, like I said, I don't mind the drinking. I only mind it when they're hammered. And
well,
obviously, and then it's
I guess
like,
it
what are
depends
you
on the
doing?
antics that it's.
Well, I suppose that's true. If you're on a partying channel, okay, go at it. And
I suppose, yeah. I don't
the
think,
expectation would be,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean
you're gonna get hammered and act silly.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
look
you're
at
gonna show a bunch
Jackass.
of
Look at the
drunken,
show
practically
Jackass
naked
as an
chicks and
example.
stuff, and it's right.
Yeah, look at
Yeah, good
if your
example.
YouTube
But yeah,
channel is
that's
like
your niche.
Jackass, then that's what people expect.
Well, that's
So
your niche, and that's what your viewers expect.
yeah, well,
right?
you know, it's fine. More power to you. If you can make money off from it and you're happy
Oh
with
my
it,
God,
great.
dude! Look at all the shorts that are just like incredibly, just really silly antics, and they do fantastic because they're so stupid and fun to watch that
It
how can you
makes
not
people
watch it?
laugh and forget the real
Yeah,
world
and you
for a
forget
little
about
bit.
the real
Yeah.
world and their day-to-day
Nothing
crap
wrong with
that
that.
sucks, and that's,
Yeah.
you know, and
No,
if they're
I'm with
good
you.
looking, all the better. So like, it's just
Well, yeah, true.
they do great, and I mean, yeah, it frustrates me sometimes. I'm like, wow, why is that video? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But did I watch it? Yeah, and then, it's like
I said,
okay,
they created the show
right,
Jackass. So
right, and then like so I watch it. I'm like, God,
it
that was so
sells.
stupid. But did I turn it off in the middle? No, I watched it. So then you're like, okay, obviously the formula works. So
Well, it's like
how it is.
the kitchen dude.
The kitchen dude.
Hell's Kitchen.
Oh,
You're talking about Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, Gordon,
yeah.
right? Gordon's show, tell me, would Gordon's show be more interesting if it wasn't him going off on the shows on those people?
Oh no, that's what.
If it was
that's
just
really,
boring and he never went off on them?
No, that's well, you know, it's like what was that talk show where like back in the 80s, 90s, it was like they always had the fights.
Oh, Jerry Springer.
Yes, thank you. Yeah,
Springer?
Jerry
Oh,
Springer.
yeah.
I mean, like imagine if Jerry Springer didn't have like all those like the fist fights and shit.
Well,
Nobody
you know,
would watch
actually,
it.
to tell you the truth, Chuck, Jerry Springer's show actually started off as a basic talk show, and it actually bombed in the numbers, and that's why he changed it to the way it was,
And
because
it
it
worked.
wasn't doing good.
Yeah, and it worked. So there's another thing, right? If you're doing a YouTube thing and it doesn't work, don't be afraid to like change gears. If like you can find something else to still do something you want to do.
And he was just crappy as a politician.
So I guess if you want to grow, Chuck, go get bombed every time and do a live stream.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, apparently. You'll probably get more people watching.
Crazy.
It is a crazy world.
Yeah. Well, I think I do need to start live streaming more. Like last night was fun. I was on with Sean last night. That was fun. Talking about
Anyways, back
cameras and
back
stuff.
to back to Ken. All props to him for the changes he's making. So
Keeping it original. That's his slogan. It's
and,
brilliant
and
marketing. Very
yeah,
good marketing.
and like I said, he's done the amount of info that he has helped and put out for people to get into the whole real estate thing is absolutely terrific. So he's done a great job.
I watch his shit, but then I'm not doing real estate, but like little bits that I do, I borrow from what he shares.
But
I don't know.
have you noticed some of the other stuff that's on his channel now? Like the 3D printers. You'll notice it's not just drone stuff on some of these guys
Yeah,
now.
because
Well, he's also
there's a reason.
partnered. He's partnered up with people too, so he has a lot of other people behind the scenes that you don't see doing stuff on his
Yeah.
behalf for him. So I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I get it.
he's a full on business, yeah. But I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I get it.
definitely he's diversified, and he's found his way into a bunch of little other niche markets to succeed, and it's working.
Because he can't
that's
have
that's
just
him. I mean,
because
do you
you
really?
can't just make one. You probably just can't make it off the drone alone, right? I
I'm
mean,
sure you can't. Well, like,
look
yeah,
at Flight Path. Look at Russ at 51 Drones, right? He does drones, but Russ does power supplies and other things, right?
I don't watch him anymore. Actually,
Look at
he's
Rick from
talking
Drone
about
Valley, and but
what
Rick's an
happened to
engineer.
Rick anyway.
Rick's an engineer,
know
so
he's-
he's
I know,
he's a-
I like Rick, but what happened to him? I haven't like I had to search his stuff out recently because it just doesn't
He's
show
not-
up in my feed anymore.
he just doesn't post. He doesn't seem to post much.
Yeah.
And lately, it's been more techie engineering tools and
well, that's probably because if you
stuff.
notice, a lot of the
That's
big drone channels are starting to switch to other stuff.
yeah, because
And
the
I
drone
think they
stuff isn't doing.
realize, yeah, that they're kind of hitting
Over.
a plateau with that.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
over. Yeah. I mean, like I
And
feel like
if
I
you-
got into like drone videos too late. So I just
And if you can slowly transition your channel into something else,
See, that's the beauty of my channel name. I can make mine anything because I don't have drone in the name.
I don't think the
I can make
channel
mine
name-
about cars. If I actually did hot rod, if I actually ran around and did nothing but car stuff, I'd probably grow the thing pretty big. Because cars.
Not
is
sure
a
the channel.
big
I don't
subject
think the
here.
channel name isn't as important. I mean, I think the association helps, but if you don't have good association, and my channel name, I'm not changing it just because we're doing travel. I don't care, but I see plenty of channels that do really well, even though the channel name hasn't changed along with the niche as
Sure.
the channels evolved. Like there's this one, I mean, there are channels that like they focus on some specific thing, and then they're doing all this diverse stuff. They're doing all right, but it is better. We talk about having a generic channel name can be better, or one that's like, I don't know,
Flexible,
flexible. It's a good word.
flexible, so that you can do whatever content you want.
Or versatile, something that like just like you
Versatile,
said,
yeah, that's a good
yeah,
word.
something like that. So you don't want to pigeonhole yourself.
well,
See,
the
I'm
thing with big
pigeonholed. I'm in Daytona, so it's got to be something that happens in the Daytona area.
Well, the thing with big
Well-
channels is they have to take the time to switch over. They don't want to just switch their niche overnight because then it will throw their audience off. So you slowly
Christ.
transition.
I don't
the
know,
channel
Mitch
to something
did.
else.
Hello, Mitch went from drones to carnivore and grew
Yeah,
massively.
but Mitch also didn't post anything for almost a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, I know.
And then he just switched it almost immediately. But he also reached out. But that's what I'm saying is like he wasn't like posting drone stuff and then just went straight to that. But he didn't have a big audience anyway to begin with. I mean, to be honest with you, it was okay.
It was
but-
his live stream more than anything. The FPV live stream.
I'm talking about massive channels, so they don't want to just switch their niche overnight.
Oh, you can't. When you have a channel that has like over like I don't care if it's 500,000, million subscribers. You have to be really careful. You don't want to like you have your viewers like Justin.
Yeah,
you're right,
which is why they tend to
About,
start which is why they tend to start other channels for that content, right? Instead of putting it on one singular channel.
I mean, you could start another channel and then you can use your big channel to leverage and market the other channel and hopefully.
Yep.
You know,
I've seen that off
you're
of
not
some
going to
of
get
them.
you're not going to get everybody, but you'll get enough to
What's
get
up,
the
Daryl?
algorithm to pay attention to you. And then hopefully,
I think Bardwell does that. He has more than one.
yeah.
And Mad Tech has more than one. I like watching Mad Techs. That guy knows his crap when it gets down to the nuts and bolts and boards, and he knows his stuff. Hello, he's got all the multimeters and everything, every frequency things and analyzers, and holy crap, he's an engineer.
What's up, Ron?
What's happening, guys?
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Ron's an engineer. He's an engineer in hunting. He's
That
an
I do.
expert engineer in hunting.
Nickel engine.
I try.
Drive.
See, you'll be an
Yeah,
expert, Ron,
I-
when the bear shows
I
up.
went-
Then everybody will look
I
at you and
went-
go, Ron's the expert. He got a bear.
Nice. I went to engineering school. I thought I was going to get to drive the train. Wow, I misled.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Holy sh! What the hell's on
all that talking about booze and made me remember I had wine.
There you go.
the- Ooh,
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah, red wine. Red wine is
Little wine after
That's
dinner or wine
dry
with
red
dinner.
wine is great for cutting through cholesterol, man.
It is good for the heart. So
I think that's why though, because like the reds that have a lot of tannins.
yeah,
in
the
them,
reds.
tannic
Yeah.
acid, that cuts through fat and cholesterol. And when they say it helps your arteries, I think that is why. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but
Yeah,
Seems like-
it is some of the science stuff that they've put out.
one
about it.
glass, not multiple glasses. One.
That is true. One a day is
Right.
is
One
enough for the
32 ounce
health.
glass.
No, you can't get like that one. No, Joe, you can't get that one glass that holds an entire bottle of wine. Holy shit, look at that. That's a good pour right there.
Oh,
I know that glass you talk about. They were selling them in Las Vegas.
I told my cardiologist one time, he said, "Do you drink?" I said, "I drink beer after the games." I said, "Well, my knees hurt." I said, "I always drink at least one like that." He said, "Well, one's not bad." I said, "Sometimes two." He said, "Well, two's good." I went to 32 ounce.
Yeah, he was thinking you were talking like 12 ouncer.
And he kind of looked at me kind of funny. He said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, one or two, depends on how bad they hurt." I said, "Now it's either that or you could give me narcotics. So what do you want?"
I'm
And
not
he said,
sure.
"Drink the beer." He said, "Drink the beer. It'd be better."
Maybe use scotch. Scotch is like, it doesn't have all the carbs and stuff.
Joe, take the gummies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it's cold out here.
The
I bring my trash can up.
the TLC and the gummies is great for pain management. That's why they passed the medical marijuana here in Florida.
Well, good news is since I got my knees fixed, they don't hurt anymore. So I actually
Nice.
stopped drinking the beers.
They're rebuilt. You're upgraded.
That's some of my many parts that have been replaced.
A lot of your OEM stuff is gone. It's aftermarket.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, this last knee, the first knee that I had done, I blew it out when I was working at Pizza Hut. ACL, meniscus, MCL, slipped on some oil on the floor. And that first knee, it took about 8 days for me to be able to put good weight on it. And I was still using a walker about 10 days into it. The second knee, they did it completely different because it was like 7 years difference. And they did an MRI, measured it out, and then built the parts to go in there exactly for the knee. And I was walking the next day without a walker. That was crazy.
I'll just say I can't get through a metal detector, but I got two.
Yeah, I go off a few times.
Sad part for me is I've known nothing but pain in my knees most of my life. My first knee surgery, I was 12. And once you open them up, the arthritis starts.
Hey, Chuck,
What's everybody good day?
slow day.
I was fixing a database query all day. Literally took us all day, but we got it from running in about 7-8 minutes down to about 20 seconds by the end of the day. So we did good.
I hung pictures today.
You hung pictures?
Yeah.
Did any of them survive the hanging?
Yeah, really.
No.
eh? If-
They all died. All the pictures
Yep.
died.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, nerd humor there.
Not pretty good.
See, this is the problem with Ron. This is the problem with AI. AI looks at things like that and takes words verbatim kind of thing and winds up in weird sorts of analysis. When you've been inside coding and development as many years as I have, you start acting like the computer does. I don't know how many times I'd go back and look at something and go, what the? Oh, why is it doing this? Oh, and I have this saying, damn computer, not what I said, but what I meant. Damn it. Do what I meant, not what I said. Because too many times it takes it too literal. After a while, your brain just gets wired to seeing things that way. Otherwise, you wind up with bugs.
What you been up to, Ron?
I said just taking the day easy today. Oh,
Oh, just hanging around the house.
yeah. I just went into town. I washed the outside of the truck and cleaned it all up and went through the inside. Those guys did a good job. Holy cow.
Oh, you're seeing how good of a job they did on it?
Yeah, I was inspecting their work. They did a pretty good job.
Got snow on the ground? Or is it all melted?
No, no, we don't have any snowing right now.
What's up, Andrew?
So
Like how he's looking outside like he was expecting a surprise. So what's
He's
snowing?
washing his truck and it's gonna snow tomorrow and be all muddy and
Oh.
dirty.
No, it won't. It's tucked away in the garage.
Oh, that's right.
Well-
You got that little car, don't you?
well,
Mhm.
Rod, I've done that before.
Yeah, washed it and then the
Later.
next day. Yeah.
I've washed the car late October, and 2 days later it snowed.
Yeah. And then you just look at it and go, why the hell did I wash it? It's all dirty now.
Dude, I just look out there and know when it's going to rain. I go throw soap on it and come back in.
Yeah, you could do that too. Poor man's car wash.
Yeah.
The only place on my car that's dirty right now is a roof. I got to get it into a car wash to get the roof clean.
How you doing, Tim? How you doing? Yeah, I gotta wash mine and put a coat of wax on it. Particularly the roof.
Might not be a bad idea. Put a coat of wax on my truck.
So how's the critters? You haven't talked much about them lately.
I have not seen a critter all day.
Huh?
Oh. I think I've given up on the damn turkey. They're just gonna
Yeah.
keep coming back. No,
Squirt gun. Squirt gun. Get the squirt gun.
thinking more shotgun.
You just want to have turkey all winter long, huh? For dinner?
Bastards.
The meat's not that great. I don't know what the turkey's like there, but it's not all that great here.
No, the wild turkey aren't. No.
That's because they haven't been fed corn and hormones.
Wild turkey's pretty good to 7-Up.
Yeah, there's around here. There's been a lot of one turkey hunters around here. They go turkey hunting, getting all the gear for it, and they hunt turkeys once, get it, and taste it, and don't want to do it again.
How you doing, Tim?
I'm gonna get one this spring for add to collection.
How's the burger?
Good.
Bison?
Oh, absolutely. Nothing but. Yeah, in fact, my friend Don's going to be stopping by here in about a half hour. Says he went out and bought me something. I'm like, don't start buying me things.
I think he wants to repay you for give you a small thank you token.
Yeah. I'm taking him Friday for a surgery. A little concerned about that because they got to put him under anesthesia.
Yeah.
Not sure how he's going to handle that. No. But we will see.
But besides his few health issues, he's generally in good health, right?
Overall, yeah. But he learned a lesson recently about wanting to get off one of his meds, and
Oh yeah.
he learned a lesson the hard way.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't stop taking his steroids. It's not good for him.
Yeah.
It wound up like Jerry Lewis,
Yeah.
but it kept him and kept Jerry alive.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has bad COPD. His lungs and airways and bronchioles and everything, they're all swollen up. Everybody has that who has COPD.
Yeah.
And almost everybody's on steroids, some more than others. But
Yep.
he tried to reduce the amount of dosage because of how badly it's affecting his skin. And you can't do it.
So
quite honestly, whether 20 milligrams is quite sufficient or not. So
it'd be hard to slowly bring him down to
that's
the lower
what
dose.
That's what he was trying to do, and the pulmonologist agreed with him. It's like, okay, we'll very slowly wean you off, but he can't be without those. So I try to sit down with him in real simple terms and teach him, why is it you need to take steroids? What is it the COPD does to your lungs, and how steroid helps to fix that? Not fix it, but treat it. So, but yeah, he clearly said to me the other day, he's like, well, I think I learned my lesson, stuck on these damn steroids for the rest of my life. I'm like, unfortunately, yes. And the dosage could be more in the future. So,
Well, at least he's stable.
yeah. Because I almost had to call the ambulance for him the other day. I went up there and just walking from the couch to the front door, his O2 saturations dropped from like 96 down to 70.
Wow. That's big.
That's like
that's huge.
12,
That's kind of bad.
12, 15 foot walk at the most. You can't do that. So
that's not good.
So That and he wants to see the house. He hasn't been down here in a while. He wants to see all my prints and decorations since he's been here last.
He wants to see your deer.
What's that?
He wants to see your deer on the wall.
Oh yeah. You gotta see his house. Nothing.
You said nothing?
No, he's got quite a bit.
Oh.
He's got 2 or 3 elk. I don't know how many deer, antelope. He's got a full-sized albino deer.
Oh, albino! Wow.
Yeah, full albino.
Well,
Yeah,
wow.
he had a full-size mount done up.
Mm.
Got a coyote, turkey, buffalo.
Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bison.
Oh, Don's gotten around.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was on at least 3 antelope hunts, 3 or 4 deer hunts, the buffalo hunt with him.
Does
Bear
he
hunt.
What's his secret?
Yeah.
He's got to have a secret sauce.
Yeah, money. More money than me.
So, Ron, don't mean to be intrusive, but has he got family?
Yeah, he's got 3 daughters.
Okay.
And a brother. Brother is about the same, if not worse condition than him.
Okay.
A sister, brother is in South Carolina. Sister is in New York State.
What's up, Mark?
She's a lot better. He's got 3 daughters.
What's up, Max?
The one was just here for Thanksgiving. Who else? Couple grandkids and yeah.
I just kind of wonder if he ever passes on, who's going to get all those mounts?
You know, it was weird the other day. And he asked, he goes, Ron, is there anything here that you want? He goes, you're going to outlive me. I'm like, you don't know that. But he has a bobcat that I want.
Yeah.
He has a really cool bobcat mount that's hanging on the wall. It's hanging over a tree. It's really cool. So I want that bobcat.
Where would you put it?
Oh,
I'll
he'll
find
find a place.
Trust me, I'll find a place.
Hey, Dominic, how you
All right.
doing? Welcome.
Yeah, I'm all right. Sorry about that. I had to.
Your
Ron's got me
RGB is
wanting a
going off,
hamburger.
Dominic.
I'll move it.
Dominic,
Yeah, your
Yes.
place is going to get a little more crowded once you get that bear mount.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I can't wait till it gets here.
Lynn was just asking about your friend, how he's doing.
Mm.
Yeah, he asks about you every now and then. It's like you two ought to call each other.
Ron's right.
Hey, that's
Good.
right, Mark.
You mean Ron doesn't want to play operator?
Yeah.
Like the old operator boards? Run the switchboard to connect the communications?
Oh, Mark said put the bobcat in the back garden. That should keep the turkeys away.
There's an idea.
Hey. Yeah.
Well, you should find somebody that can animate it a little bit, like make the head move and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't take much.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, check your messenger from Tim.
Ron would come home and all the turkeys would be on top of the bobcat.
Be about my luck.
Yeah.
Say, Paul, are there many wild turkeys up there? Paul Murray.
No, the only turkeys are driving.
Are there many over there, Hodges?
Oh, yeah.
Wild,
Yeah, there's quite a few wild turkeys around here.
only wildlife Paul sees is what's in his yard.
Wild squirrels.
Squirrels, skunks, and chipmunks.
Yep.
or a fish jumping around in the river once in a while.
Mm.
Do not go skunk hunting.
Mm.
You don't like the smell.
Do not hit one with an automobile either.
Particularly if there's been rain.
No, now.
I about had a bear once
Mm.
in Wisconsin. Damn thing ran across the road. It's a good thing I had my vet. The thing stops fast.
Yeah.
Jammed the brakes, and I didn't miss him by much.
The night coming through Mississippi, like I said, I saw a whole bunch of doe on the side of the road, and I saw a lot of live ones, and I was trying to be as careful as I could. And I'm coming down this one ravine, and I'm watching the deer, and I look up, and the guy just walks across the street. So I had to worry about the guy more than I had to worry about the deer.
Mm.
Was he taking pictures?
He was just walking across the street in the middle of the night. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, and
Yeah.
he just walked across the street in his khaki pants and his white shirt.
Kind of an odd place.
Anyways, Justin, back on the YouTube thing. I still go into everybody's videos and I always try to hit thumbs up and leave a comment. Ask Joe.
thank you, Ron.
I leave comments on
Thank you.
Joe's stuff all the time. But I intentionally go at it. If nothing else, I at least hit the like button.
Hey, Joe, is this
for-
what your
for
dogs say?
everybody.
Joe, is this what your dogs say when you take them out after a walk?
Walk and I found a stick. Then I made Sharon clean my shit. My shit. My shit. My shit. My shit.
Yeah, that's Hodges' dogs do that.
It'd be funny to walk around like that every day.
No, I'm lying to you. This dog, let me show you. Luna does this. That's the picture. I don't know if you can be able to see it.
Yeah.
It's Luna in there. It's my son and his wife and Luna. She
Oh, yeah.
does that. She goes out and picks up everything.
She's a herding dog?
Australian Shepherd.
Yeah, herding.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, you know who let the dogs out, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The cats. The cats let the dogs out. That's who let the dogs out. They let the dogs out because they want the dogs outside the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ron. Those
That's
are
kind of
beautiful,
fun.
Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. They
That's
look
my-
good.
I like the eagle.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, he
that
was-
bear up on the mom in the back looking, saying, look at him, Mom. Look, Mom.
Yeah.
Who's that with the camera? Is that a camera or a gun?
No, it protect me.
Yeah.
Uh,
The arrangement looked good.
Yeah. No, that looks good.
oh, that came out awesome.
Hey. Now, was that a
Uh,
package deal from Shutterstock, or what was the deal with that?
All right, Matt.
Rod,
Well, he's not
Tim-
here, so
Cold blooded.
Tim's
Cold-blooded.
asking if you've never seen his shorts.
Is what?
You know, shorts are one thing I don't tend to watch, ironically. I watched the
He
long
says
video
you
stuff.
never, Tim said you never left a comment on his shorts.
Probably because I don't watch like anybody's shorts, to be honest.
oh yeah, if you don't go in the short section, they're never going to pop up in your feed. So
Yeah.
you have a special,
Sorry, but I
you have
don't.
a separate
I literally
feed for
don't look.
shorts.
I literally don't look at the shorts. Just not my thing.
You know, Matt messaged me this morning. He goes at 10:30 this morning. He goes, "Nobody's live. This is bullshit. The alcohol is now gone to waste." So he was drunk looking for somebody's live stream to bash, to
He
crash.
should have just gone live himself. 'Cause
Well,
that
I
would have
didn't get the message until because I didn't check my messenger until about 11:30. So,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Shit!" I was like, if he would have been up, I would have went live. But yeah, he was looking
Daryl?
for somebody's live stream to crash.
What
He
time
could
did
have
he
crashed
send you the message?
yours.
It was 10:30 a.m. my time,
Shit.
but he stays up till 3 or 4 in the morning.
I
so-
know, 10:30 a.m. That'd be 3 or 4 in the morning.
Well, Matt likes to stay up.
Mm.
I was a goner.
Well, it's because he works second shift, so he stays up late.
Mm.
He doesn't go to work till like 12 or 1 in the
Chuck!
afternoon.
What's up, Chuck?
10:30.
Well, the good news is my sister texted me and said she wasn't at work today.
Oh,
She
That's
didn't
good.
have to go to UNLV.
yeah.
Good.
May not have to go tomorrow either.
Says, no, I'm safe. I'm many miles away.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, Tim said that was
Well,
1
what-
a.m.
Yeah.
When I heard UNLV, they had active
It would have
shooters.
been
First
two.
thing I said,
Yeah.
oh, shoot.
It'd have been 2 my time. So it would have been
Yeah.
1. 2 my time. I was in bed. I was
Yeah, I
gone by
heard, Joe, there was an active shooter and the shooter is dead.
That was in a, where? UNLV?
UNLV.
Yeah.
And my
Oh,
sister's a
Las
professor
Vegas.
over there. Yeah, my second oldest sister is a professor over there. And I texted her. It took her about 2 hours to get back to me, but that was good.
But
Well,
I bet-
actually, Ron, Matt pays me every week to that way. If he doesn't see you, I have to insult you at least one time.
At least you're on the job.
I see
Fulfill
Ron and
my
I have the
duties.
same Dollar Tree wine glass.
Yeah. I don't care how good of a wine glass you have. One time you knock it over in the sink, breaks.
Oh, yeah.
That's
why I
why I
buy
go
it.
to Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
See, that's why why bother with the glass? Just drink straight from the bottle.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, what's the point of drinking out of a wine glass? Why not just put it in a regular cup?
Yeah.
No, it's prestige.
A
Trying to
point.
be all fancy.
You need to get yourself a mug.
Perception. Yeah.
Once Ron's sitting on his back porch,
Well, of course.
looking fancy for the neighbors.
Yeah.
One finger hanging out.
Mhm.
I thought Ron would be back out on the back porch with a beer and a cigar.
Yeah.
Hey, you smoke cigars every once in a while, don't you?
Me?
Yeah. You know what I'm
Once in a
thinking
blue
of?
moon, yeah.
I thought I've
Yeah.
seen you with one here and there.
Yeah. Once in a blue moon. God, it seems so late. It's only 4 o'clock and it's getting dark already.
Yeah, it's 6 here and it's dark.
Oh, it's dark. It was dark about 20 minutes ago.
You'll see if any. Yeah, but you're 2 hours ahead of me. Yeah. See it.
Yeah.
Well, there's only a couple of weeks, and yours start getting lighter, and mine starts getting shorter.
Ah, yep.
December 21st, give or take.
And then slowly, you get longer, and I get shorter.
Aren't you short enough? Aren't you short enough, Dominic? If you get any shorter,
I
we're
don't
going to
need to
need
be any
magnifying
shorter.
glass to see you.
Exactly.
It's December 6th, and I don't have the first Christmas present.
I have to do a little shopping. I have to buy mom something. Then I have to buy my brother something. That's it.
Well, it's gonna be terrible.
Well, I go to my favorite spot, Amazon. When he gets back, Tim.
Usually by now, I have everybody's present wrapped.
Ron, Tim has a message. Tim's got a message for you. He said, "Cheers for watching my short. It was for you. 100% respect." I don't think he heard it.
Who's that?
Tim said, Ron, cheers for watching my short. It was for you. 100% respect. From Tim.
The hell does that mean? Can't drink a beer
Watching
without-
his short.
Cheers for watching my short. It was for you. Oh, I did watch. He sent it to me.
The skunk sprayer.
Oh,
Who was that? Mia?
That's Mia.
When was that?
6/20 of 2020.
Oh,
so you reinforced the fence, right?
Oh, they burrow under.
At the middle of summer.
Starts out as a chase, though.
Did she catch the skunk?
Oh yeah, watch. Vroom.
always do something once.
There she got sprayed.
How bad was it?
Oh,
Did you use like tomato juice or something?
look at her. She's just beside herself. She doesn't know what to do.
What did you use? Tomato juice to get rid of the smell, or what?
Yeah.
Or did you use a? There's some sort of homemade
I have an
cocktail you
anti-
can make.
I got a skunk dissolve.
Oh, now she wants to come in.
She came in and doused herself.
Mark R. White, did you buy yourself a drone?
Hey, Mark, Rigger. Hello. What's up?
Oh,
Good
no.
morning. How
Hey,
you doing,
there.
you stiffness?
Well, look at that, guys. The new Windows update just came out.
In-app special.
Oh, I heard this summer there's going to possibly be Windows 12 coming out.
I plead
Windows
the
12 is
fifth.
coming.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was looking at you, Rod. I had a feeling
Yeah,
you knew
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I plead the fifth. Can't talk about it. Anyways,
But
so
you heard about it though, right, Rod?
read Tom's Hardware. They talked about it, or Windows Central. They talk about it.
Hmm.
Anyways, so here was one of my flights. The end of one of my flights here that I did this evening.
That's your vet?
I think you showed that to
Yeah,
us
that was my
before
bad.
because everybody was interested in the Corvette.
Yeah, well, the door was open. Here we go. Boink. Whee. Anyways,
Oh,
I disarmed
that's
before
a
it
good
hit
picture.
I disarmed before it hit the ground. You know, that may be true. Maybe I should send that to Paul Wedgebig, right?
That's a
Yeah.
good
Wait a
picture. Put
minute.
that on it. I don't
Actually,
know. I'm
that's-
sending you more to
I-
Paul. He hasn't
Hey,
used
you
mine
know,
in
you
3
can put a
weeks.
caption on that: "Journey to the center of the earth."
Yeah.
That's true. That is kind of an interesting picture, isn't it?
Actually, that's more of a natural picture
Yeah.
compared to artificial picture,
Yeah.
Hmm.
like
Anyways.
computer generated.
Yeah, I'm not sending any to Paul this week because he hasn't used mine in 3 weeks.
They're showing videos. They're showing videos this
Donald.
week. I gotta find the one where I hit the freaking. I gotta
Come on,
find the
Dave.
one where I hit the damn banana tree. Damn it!
What's
Mudball
up,
says
Don?
his wife buys all the Christmas presents, and he thinks he should buy hers too.
No,
Good
wasn't
point.
that
Good
one.
point.
So is it 6? Well, the good news is, oh no, 6 is the one I killed the switch before it ever took off.
So, how bad is the drone damaged?
Hey,
None,
hey,
none,
hey,
absolutely none.
Good.
Made out of carbon fiber. Ah, here it is. Found it.
Finally.
Finally. Here, I'll show you. Not that you not that you get to see it actually hit the tree, but you get the gist of it here.
Rod, label it.
So here we go.
Label the video.
I'm trying to get through this and through that spot and then through the thing. And well, I zigged when I should have zagged. That was the end.
You went square to the tree.
I disarmed before it hit. That way the props weren't like trying to chew through the tree and chew the motor up. I literally disarmed. But yeah, I went straight. I was trying to be gentle with it and rock the drone and drifted straight into the palm tree or straight into the banana tree.
Oops.
So you get bananas off your tree?
Yes, we do actually.
What's up, Breaker?
When I lived in Hawaii, I had 67
Donald?
banana
Hi,
trees.
Rager.
67 banana trees?
67 banana trees. They went down a little hill. And they were all on
Sounds
my
like a great
property.
present,
And
Tim.
I used to harvest 1 or 2 pods a month. And Hurricane Eva came through and I walked out there and I had 3 left.
What's 1 or 2 pods, like the big bushels of?
Oh.
them?
The big pod. Yeah.
Okay.
Still,
I went
that's a
out
lot of
there after the
bananas.
hurricane and there were 3 trees out of 67 left. Others were just gone.
Yeah, about palm trees are about the only things that can hold up to them hurricane force winds.
Well, Eva was a category 5 that hit the island.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Those are about the only trees that actually you'll see still standing after.
Here we
Here's
go.
here's another one for you, Andrew.
Is this your house?
That white thing out front is. So I was trying to get over the top of that bush and I gunned it and it backed out of it. And well, I backed a little too far out of it and the drone dropped down into the grass and flipped. Yeah, whatever.
You're lucky it was grass and not concrete.
That's like 3-4 inch tall grass. It's like dropping the drone into a pillow. It wasn't gonna hurt it at all.
Here we go, Donald getting all technical. Banana
Yeah.
plants aren't trees.
Yeah, he's correct.
Whoa.
Just couldn't leave the story be. Joe was telling a nice story.
Tomatoes
Donald had to get all technical.
Tomatoes aren't vegetables either.
They're fruit.
They're fruit. Exactly.
And tomatoes are
that
fruit.
that
And
would
bananas are
be
herbs.
That's if you're having a sandwich, you've got fruit on top.
that would be interesting there, Tim. Flying
You
your
have fruit on
drone
your
into a
hamburger.
cyclone.
Oh, there's been people that have put them up in
Ooh,
tornadoes,
nice, Mark.
and
Well,
they lost
didn't
them.
Rod put
Yeah.
one up in a hurricane?
Yeah,
What?
Didn't you put your
But-
hotel up?
Tropical storm, the drone, the Evo 2
close
Pro.
enough.
Yeah, the winds were 30, about 33 to 35 steady with gust into the mid 40s. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
at the beach by the ocean. Yeah.
Sounds
I
fun.
did.
but
It was.
there's been people put up drones
Donald.
near tornadoes, and the tornado just eats them up. Just
Well, sometimes they do that probably for data.
Max.
They'll
Yeah, that's
sacrifice a
correct,
drone.
Justin, see Max.
Well, I was 14 years old when
Oh,
Hurricane
do
Camille
something
hit
better
the
than
Gulf
that.
Coast.
That's not original.
And a bunch of friends of I here in New Orleans, we went over to the playground right around the corner and we were playing football while Camille was hitting the coast and we were starting to get the winds. And the winds were starting to pick up and we looked at each other, so we need to get home, and we were still playing. So I punted the ball. And when I punted the ball, it went up and kept going and just kept going. It just kept going. And we never saw that ball again.
Longest punt ever.
Okay.
Huh? Landed in the next state.
It landed in the waterworks, the public waterworks department lot, and it was a good 100 yards to the lot, and it was up in the air, and it just kept going.
Yeah, I believe it.
Now you set the record.
Joe,
We went home.
look at the people way back when they had the flyaways left and right.
Right.
You know, they put the drone up, and all of a sudden the drone just Go on.
I've heard
You don't hear about too many flyaways anymore.
Well,
I've heard there's a few people that have had an issue with the Air
Keep
3
trying, Max.
where it just, for no reason, just dropped out of the sky.
Well, the flyaways, they just kept right on going. They just out of sight.
Air
just kept
3,
going.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard about that.
I haven't heard many of those.
Mm-mm.
I just
Usually
heard one in
turns.
Europe, it fell out of the sky.
Oh, I
straight
mean,
into
all
ocean.
the models of drones are gonna have one or two that do weird shit like that.
You know, the percentage of hardware based things, normal sort of broken percentages, industry standard is 1 to 3%.
I need facts, man.
Yeah, get your facts and figures out.
But typically from manufacturing, about 1 to 3% with defects from the factory. Computers,
Don
electronics,
should have the facts.
drones, take your pick. It's just kind of what the numbers are.
Yeah, drinking
Yeah.
too much Kool-Aid there.
Donald said that Dominic is almost a vegetable.
Okay.
It's
The only thing I
called
worry
the
about-
evolution.
The only thing I worry about when I'm flying is the fact that I've got that emergency stop where I pull the two sticks in. And I got to remember what I'm doing so I don't pull the sticks in.
All the time.
You could turn that off.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to actually.
I probably would, because you never know when you're going to be making a maneuver and you're doing that to maneuver around something and you accidentally turn the
Right.
drone off.
You mean like a circle around it?
Sure.
I don't think we have that commercial of the Kool-Aid guy breaking through the walls here.
Yeah, remember that old
What do you
commercial?
mean? That's been around for
I remember
years.
it. It's an old commercial. It's a classic.
I don't remember it.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
here was the last flight. No crashes in this one. Just me trying to poke around the yard and not go super duper idiot fast with this drone. The Nazgul, holy crap. That thing's got so much power you just barely touch it and I'm on the other end of the yard. This is the Baby Hawk is a 3.5 inch open prop. So I'm still learning sort of throttle control in this enclosed area. When I flew it the first time, I was with Ken out in the big open field with no objects around. So I didn't really get to practice throttle control too terribly much. So
The
Oh, you
pond,
do every time I look at you, Tim.
the pond behind the house. Are there gators in there?
yes, occasionally.
Well, don't crash in the pond then.
Nope.
But yeah, the gators come and go, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. They move around because our ponds are all interconnected. It's part of the flood system for the neighborhood. So they can literally swim from underwater from one lake to the other lake.
Hmm.
And our community is connected to, we're on the west side of 95. There's a similar community on the east side of 95 that we're connected to. And they drain into the intercoastal. So we
What's up,
literally effectively drain into the ocean for our drainage. That lake, apparently in, I don't know, 2005, we had like 28 inches of rain in 24 hours here in the Daytona area. Apparently when they opened the gates for the drainage system, that lake had about a 15-foot whirlpool sucking the water out.
So that must have been a record.
Yeah. That's why I don't worry about flooding. Boink. There we go. Put it down nice and soft in the grass. But I got okay.
You can't turn it off. You could either do it on emergency only or anytime, use with caution.
Oh.
So it means if you pull them both in or both out.
Yeah. Out's worse.
Yep.
That's an orbit. You're not nearly as likely to do 2 in, but doing 2 out, yeah, you could definitely. I was thinking that could be turned off. Or I don't know. I
they
don't know
do.
what they define. I don't know what they define emergency as.
There's got to be a set. You probably can, I would think.
You gotta have both on the inner or outer to stop it while you're flying. It says emergency. I put it on emergency only. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I think emergency only is.
I guess would it be you saying it's emergency or the drone saying it's emergency?
I don't know what it defines emergency as. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I need to fly that drone some more around my yard. This is literally day 1 of me flying that drone around all this crap around my house. So I got to get used to throttle control and try to keep that thing as slow as possible. The 5-inch, I can't keep it that slow.
How high can it go?
As high as any drone can.
I wasn't sure if there was a point where it's like, this is too high.
No, because none of the FPV
400
drones
feet?
none of the FPV drones has any of that crap. They don't care.
Oh, that's a nice.
It'll go until the battery runs out. You can do
Well,
whatever.
any drone, you can turn that off.
Yeah, exactly. You can. Well, mostly. I think there are some. I was thinking DJI, or maybe it's the Autel one. The upper limit is like 600 and some max feet that you could actually set it to. It won't let you go any higher than that. But
Yeah, you got ways of setting your max heights and distance and that kind of stuff. But you can just turn the damn thing off. Which is dumb because
yeah.
But there's some people that love to push the limits.
Yeah, of course.
Bill, there's nothing there.
You know, the fun part of FPV is from 20 feet and down for the most part. You tend to not be flying terribly high.
TJ! What's up, TJ?
TJ.
Hey, TJ.
What's up, TJ?
Hey, TJ, are you flying with your hair on fire yet?
Yeah.
Or do I have to come down there and set it on fire for you so that you'll fly the Avata with your hair on fire?
Now there would be a funny video or shorts.
He's a little too timid. I'm trying to encourage him to go a little faster.
Let it rip.
Faster.
Push the limits.
Yeah, push
Yeah,
the
you
limits.
just say, "Here, hold my beer," and just do it.
Yep.
Hey Tim, you should hand TJ your.
Well, hold on.
Beer.
Can't you? Isn't it only limited to like 30 miles an hour anyway?
What's that? The Avata, yes, in sports mode with the motion controller, it's 30 miles. Well, sports mode period is 30 miles an hour. Sticks or motion controller otherwise.
I mean, that's not even. It's as fast as a Mini 2. Is he really
Try
that
doing
scared
30
to go
mile an
that
hour.
quick?
Try doing 30 mile an hour foot off the ground going around trees.
Yeah, that's kind of fast.
Just try it.
Yeah, but if it,
Just try it.
Hey, TJ.
yeah, but that drone has
What's we got Hollywood
isn't going to
Squares
move
going.
once you set it at a certain height anyway, is it?
Sure it does.
How's what, Dom?
It
What do you
100% moves because
It's
of
Hollywood Squares now.
Hollywood
Nine-
Squares.
you don't get the same you don't get the same push
DJ?
depending on what's underneath the drone, and there's
Dirty,
variations.
What's up, Dirty? What's up, Bill? What's up, Tim?
You just watch that one of me going over top of that bush and sort of dropping down. That's the same thing that happens to the Avata. The Avata do that too. It can lose.
Cheers,
That's how I lost.
cheers.
That's how I lost one into the freaking ocean, Justin. I literally took it out there. I was hovering, and the damn thing dropped 18 feet. When I watched the replay in my goggles of how much altitude that thing, it literally did not hold altitude. And it was supposedly in a hover, and that's DJI.
Stop, Relentless.
Did not hold altitude.
Oh, sure.
So
Relentless.
Relentless, what's up?
Hello.
Yep, still nothing on that picture. It failed again.
Yeah, Rod. I think he might need to come down here and light my hair on fire.
I'll
No,
race.
like, I don't
I'll
know, like,
race. I'll race you. Now, come on. I showed you.
Right.
How fast was I going when I whizzed by our heads? I was doing 30 mile an hour when I whizzed whizzed by our heads by about 4 feet.
Yeah.
The only bad
Yeah,
news
30
for
miles an
TJ.
hour is fast.
The only bad news for TJ and I, we sort of caused a Carl, not a Karen. We sort of
Oh
caused
yeah,
a Carl.
Yeah.
we had a Carl, but it was by accident.
But
He's
he
a
wasn't
homeless-
he wasn't even like anywhere like near
I
us.
know.
He was
I
just-
didn't see him. I didn't see him until he was like right in front of us. It was like,
he was
holy
just sitting in his
shit.
car, and then like a few minutes later, he was walking around, and like I just kind of flew by him. I saw him. I flew by him. and
I
he
didn't. I
comes-
literally didn't. Yeah, a homeless guy living in his van at the park. So he came walking across. He came walking across the parking lot as TJ and I came kind of screaming by him. He wasn't happy.
Oh,
I wasn't that close, but close enough that I get it. And it was like, sorry. And he still wasn't very happy. He was grumpy.
Yeah, he was like, oh yes, sir.
But as I told TJ, I just let him say whatever he wanted to say, and then he walked away. Okay, fine, whatever.
how you doing, Relentless? It's been a while.
Well, I haven't seen Relentless in a while. What's up, Jonathan?
But that was the excitement for the day that TJ and I pissed that guy off.
Yeah,
I'll be honest,
we
I didn't blame him for getting mad.
yeah. Then we left. We left where we were.
We left anyway, so
Yeah.
we went over to the other park. Like I told you that day, it was probably better that we just got out of there so that guy, you know,
So,
wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
so how do you feel flying your new drone, TJ?
Who, me? Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, well, this morning we went to downtown West Palm, and we flew over where Sandyland and shit was, the big sand tree. We flew over there this morning. We just I didn't fly the Avata. I just flew my Air 2S. I was gonna put the Mini 2 up, but it was kind of windy for the Mini 2. So
I get uncomfortable at anything over 18 miles an hour.
yeah.
Even though I know someone has gone at, trying to work it out in miles, probably 22 miles an hour.
With a Mini?
Yeah,
Yeah, with the Mini.
Yeah.
Mini 2.
I mean,
I put the Air 2S up in 28, and I put the Mavic 3 up in 32.
Well, if I had a Maverick 3, yeah, I'd be doing that too.
Yeah, I was out at the lighthouse at 32
I'd
miles
be-
per hour, and it was
I'd
telling me
be a
you
lot
have a
more,
wind warning.
I'd be a lot
Like,
more
no
gung
shit, I knew it.
if I had a Mavic 3, I'll tell you that.
I'm telling you, my Autel Evo 2 Pro, like I said, I put that up in that tropical storm. 50 mile an hour wind, I don't think I'd be scared.
50. Jesus.
What, the Air 2S?
No, my Autel Evo 2.
I need to get myself an hotel then.
That thing,
There
they call it a
uh,
flying brick, but it's a good thing it's a brick because man,
Randy
does
Man
it
XL's
handle the
going.
wind.
Is the Autel, are those waterproof?
No,
No.
There's
they're
one
just
by
big and heavy.
The only
Uh,
one is the Swell Pro.
Swell Pro.
yes,
Yeah.
Swell Pro.
Hey, what's up,
Right.
Don?
Yeah,
Big and heavy.
Yeah, the Evo 2 Pro
Randy,
is
what's
big and
good?
heavy. Heavier than the Mavic 3.
Oh, Bill
That's
said
why
he
I
flew
like the
the-
Mavic 3. You could put it up and not worry about it too much. When I was at the bridges
Yeah,
last
exactly.
Oh
week,
my God, Max.
it was
50
20 mile an hour.
was 80 kilometers.
I stuck it up there and didn't
Wow.
care.
Yeah, 20 mile an hour for the 3. Yeah, who cares? Actually, I'd do that with my Light Plus too. 20, 25. I wouldn't even. I
Should get
wouldn't
myself
even.
an
I wouldn't even
hotel
think
then.
about it.
Heck, my
Look,
Spark can handle
hotel
15
night.
easy.
The
I
Light
mean-
Plus is a fairly big drone too. So
Yeah, I need some.
Johnny had the Light Plus, and
Yeah.
he brought it out, and he sold it now, but he had it, and I flew it out by Madisonville, and that thing felt more comfortable to me than the Mavic 3.
Great drone. It's absolutely
Yeah,
a great
he's
drone.
nasty.
That dude was lucky, Max.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, that short that Max put in the chat. Dude
Oh,
caught himself on fire while he was parachuting.
EBG.
Oh,
Oh, some guy did or he did?
No, the guy did.
Uh,
Oh, wow.
Here, I'll show it.
But Tej, even as I was telling you when I was down there, even if you only got the motion controller, put that thing in sports mode and just get used to trying to max the speed out, because you really want to train your eyes and brain to sort of look further out for objects and get used to going by objects really fast, because that's what's going to happen with manual mode. So you kind of got to train your brain to fly like your hair's on fire.
Embers of the shirt pressed against the skin.
Look at that guy's fucking shirt is still on fire.
what the hell is that? His parachute, or what the hell is that on fire?
No, he was doing some
But thanks to his
pyrotechnics.
experience, he calmly detaches both the fireworks
But it
and
lit
fire,
early.
parachuting his way to safety.
Wow.
Yeah, that looks fun.
This guy was paragliding.
Hey guys,
ET
I'm gonna,
said that
bye,
best.
Tim.
All
Idiot.
right, later,
All right,
Ron.
Ron. We'll see
Don's
you.
here.
Our center square is
Don.
leaving.
Bye, Rod.
Okay, Ron.
Rod.
Hi, Rod.
Hey Tej, how fast do you think Matt and I
Don.
were going there at
Hey,
the end?
hey, tell your buddy there that Lynn says hello.
oh, Lynn says hi.
Yeah.
Yep, right back at her.
Okay.
Thank him for his service.
All right, you bet.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Good evening.
Good night.
So Tej, how fast do you think Maddie and I were going there at the end when we were chasing?
I'd probably say you guys were probably going like maybe 50 miles an hour.
40 plus for sure, right?
Yeah.
We were zipping, and that's why I keep
What's up,
encouraging
East
you
Coast?
to put that Nevada in sports mode and just get used to going, because the only way you're going to be able to do something like that in manual mode is to get your eyes and brain sort of trained for
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah. That's
You
You don't need the sticks to be going 30 mile an hour in sports mode to do that. I mean, it would be great, obviously, getting comfortable with the sticks,
Yeah.
but just getting comfortable with the speed, period, it will make a difference for you.
That's weird, drone
I
shots.
think I might fly the Avata tomorrow somewhere, because I don't have to be I work tomorrow, but I have to be until 3. So I don't know. I'll see.
I think that
And-
was
Let it
a
rip. Let it rip.
drone shots. That was a firmware thing they did to down the speed, right? If I
Mm,
remember correctly.
probably, yeah.
And the other thing, Tej, is just go to an open field, go 4 or 5 feet altitude and hit it and go 30 and sort of be 4 or 5 feet off the ground,
Nah,
going 30, and
that's
then
faster.
slowly drop the altitude. After you do that for a few batteries, you can drop the altitude down where you're going, 1-2 feet off the ground at 30 mile an hour, because you'll see the ground, you'll see that motion in the ground, and it gives you that same effect. And then eventually, once you kind of get used to the speed, then like look for a tree and try to buzz by a tree at 30 mile an hour just to get the visual cue. And eventually you'll get comfortable with the speed. It's not like the NASCAR guys. It's not like the NASCAR guys learned to drive on the track at 200 mile an hour from day one.
Right.
My
They started
question
a little
is
slower and worked their way up.
what's this whole thing with you guys wanting to fly a foot off the ground?
The sense of motion. So
Makes it
30
look
mile,
faster.
30 mile an hour, a foot off the ground looks like 60 in the goggles. Seriously. It enhances the visual of the speed. From higher up, it doesn't. Come on, it's really simple. If you've been on an airplane, can you tell that it's doing 500 mile an hour? No, because you're 32,000 feet in the air.
Yeah,
You
but that don't
don't
mean I'm
get
gonna
that-
buzz the ground at 500
You-
mile an hour.
You don't get that sense. You don't get that sense of motion, but you don't feel that speed until you get it lower to the ground and you can see the ground. Right? It's the same effect. That
And you're
the
kicking up
closer to-
grass, and it looks pretty cool too.
Yeah.
But I tell you, TJ, listen, this is the big thing. Don't look at where you're at. Look at where you're going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to look ahead and see where you're going and watch where you're going. You got your little circle you're working with. And
Right.
just worry about where that circle's going. Don't worry about where you're at right there. Because the only time I've ever hit anything is when I look back at where the drone's at.
Yeah. It-
Then I'll flip
watch
something.
the
That, that's why.
Hit it,
That's why you have.
get you
That's why
mad.
you have the. That's why you have the little H going. You know, all over the screen, so you can see where your home point's at.
No, not worry about the home point. Worry about how you're flying. Meaning, when you're going ahead, look at what's ahead of you.
Look
Don't
at where that
where
circle
right-
is and what it's
Don't look
hitting.
right there. Look way ahead.
Yeah, look where that if that
Later, I'll
circle
just-
is touching a tree out in front of you, you're going to hit the tree. It may be
So-
30 yards in front of you, but you'll hit the tree.
So TJ, don't look at the island in front of you. Look at the cabinets on the far side of the kitchen.
It's like driving. It's
Sort
like
of thing.
driving a car.
Good point.
It's like driving a car, right?
Yeah.
When you first start driving a car, where's everybody look? Like 5 feet in front of the car, right? That's what they're paying. They're barely looking over the hood. And once you get comfortable, you're looking out. And
Okay.
that's what
Yeah,
Joe's trying to
gotta look
tell
out.
you is
That's right.
look
That's
out.
right. Leave me alone, guys. Leave me alone.
You're welcome to come up, JD.
Because the only time I hit something is when I start paying attention to where the
Yeah,
drone's at.
I'm just a scholar, just learning.
Or,
But I mean,
I look to the
I mean,
side
but
because I
don't
get
get me wrong,
distracted
guys.
by
Don't get me
something
wrong.
I'm going
I mean,
by.
Like I do I do love flying the Avata. It is a lot of fun, but I just gotta
Donald.
take baby steps, I guess, like JD's saying.
Yeah, no, it is. And the other part of it is how many times have you whacked that thing hard flying?
Zero.
Yeah. You gotta fly fast and crash and get comfortable with the fact that you can crash and not break something. And you'll
Well, I
get
guess that's why I have the bumper guards, but still at the same time, I'm still kind of scared to crash though, because I don't want to like.
that.
break it.
Do you
You
have the-
gotta
do you
get
have the
past
gimbal
that.
protector?
I still have. I mean, I still have DJI. Like I think I still have like a year's left of DJI Care refresh.
He
on
does, Joe. He's got the Start RCs on the front,
Okay.
the metal bars.
Because let me tell you, if you got the gimbal protector, I was flying 32 miles an hour and the wind was starting to pick up. And I was getting ready to go through a little pavilion area. It was just like a walkway to bathrooms. And I looked at it and I said, you know what? I know that wind is going crazy up in there. I don't need to go up in there. I said that. And then I started going
went
in
there
and
anyways.
drifted. It started drifting and it nicked one of the poles. And I was using the motion control. It nicked the pole and I kind of just moved my hand a little bit. And it just started doing a spin, turn, and face planted into the concrete
Oh shit!
at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
I walked over there. The gimbal protectors were bent out. I had the ones that stick out. They bend out. They were bent out. Nothing else wrong.
Oh.
Straighten them back out. It flew again.
You got lucky.
Oh, telling you.
It's about becoming fearless. It's about becoming fearless. The more fearless you are, the better you'll fly it. Because
But
you
I like
won't
the
try to
Start
baby
RC
it.
better.
Hmm.
Start RC gimbal protectors, I like them better because they're more close to the drone.
Yeah,
They look like they're
Maddie,
sturdy.
I've got them. I got to put them on.
Maddie, what are you doing?
Oh shit! What's
Yeah,
up,
he's right.
buddy?
He's right. It's about having control. Like I said, the interesting part, which you saw, Tej, was that was literally only the third day of me flying to Nazgul, and we were doing 40 plus, a couple of feet off
Yeah.
the ground and going around trees. I felt pretty good about, for as little experience as I had, I did okay that day. Flying, not
so-
crashing that thing all over.
Maddie or Rod, what's the top speed of the Nazgul?
105-ish.
Oh,
99.9.
99.99. Yeah, exactly.
99.9 miles an hour.
If you go into a
Yeah.
dive with those fast FPV drones, they're all going to do that plus. But it's
Give it
usually in
time,
a dive.
relentless. Give
It's
it
usually in a
time.
well,
dive.
It'll end
well,
up in the
it-
St. Clair River.
well, part of it is because the way they're designed.
But it's again power to weight ratio then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more power you put in and the less.
And see, that's the game you play with batteries too. It's like, oh, you
Yeah.
want more flight time, but you get the bigger milliamp,
want
you're
more
actually
flight time,
you're
you're gonna
carrying more, you're
flight
carrying
on it.
more weight, so it's probably going to slow you down. It's
Mm.
kind of a trade-off. kind of
It's
thing.
that very interesting balance between all three.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maddie's
that's-
right.
that's
Maddie's
exactly what
right.
I just said. Yeah, exactly, Maddie. Exactly.
That's my Cinelog 20 that I have, which is the little 2-inch whoop from Gep RC that I have.
And the more speed you want, the
That
less
little
battery power you're gonna have.
that little bugger will burn my 650, my 4S 650s in just over 2 minutes. My Flywoo Cinewhoop, which is also a 4S on that same 650, will fly 3 minutes. But that little Cinelog, that little Cinelog,
Oops.
oh my
JDS.
God, that bastard is
What's up,
a
JDS?
What's up, JDS?
zippy. That thing is
Oh.
zippy.
Relentless said she almost took out her neighbor's gutter.
Embarrassingly.
Oops, embarrassingly.
But yeah, fast and around objects is just a blast. Avata, FPV, take your pick. It's just a
Yeah.
blast in the goggles.
Yeah, just in my apartment complex, you've got pavilions, you've got the office up front where it's got like a little walkway around. And I have a bad habit. I'll come around it and I'll go right outside the pole. And then I'll look at the video and say, why in the hell didn't I go through it?
Yeah.
Hello,
Like,
JDS.
like I said, every time I see you guys out there at that tugboat, I see that stupid window, right? It's like, oh God, I see that window.
You got to keep saying that because I tell you, I keep wanting to go out there and putting it up and looking. But like I said, I've looked at the picture. There's a lot of wires hanging down.
Yeah,
Make
you
it a
might want
point
to
to-
just sneak up and take a peek inside, which you could do with the Avata, right?
I'll do that with the Mavic 3. Get up there and get a good look.
Andrew, are you gonna put any ornaments or decorations on your tree, man?
Should be pink.
They're in the attic at the moment.
Oh, gotcha.
We had to move a few things, you know.
Thank
Anyway.
you, TJ. Just turned on the lights.
Anyways, TJ, I still got to buy the LEDs. So
Oh yeah,
I can't use green. Maddie's using the blue, but Eric's got green, so I guess I can't use green. I think I'm gonna get purple to put on my Nazgul.
What about? I think I'd like to get red for mine.
I want to get orange.
Oh,
for my-
that's nice, Joe.
Oh yeah, that's a nice tree.
I want to get
that's been up
orange
for
for
4
my
years.
baby hawk. Because the
Okay,
baby
that's
hawk
sitting over there for
props
4
are
years.
orange.
Good looking tree.
That's the beautiful part about the short trees, Joe. Just put them up and leave them up.
And it's in my little Saints corner. I've got my little Saints gumbo dog up there with the bag on his head. Everything else.
Well, family friend she's tempted to get a shorter tree and put it up a little bit off the floor
Is it
because of her dang cat.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You've almost got to affix it to the roof.
You got a point upside down.
Andrew, yours is
Have the tree upside down on the roof.
Right.
yours is a pre-lit tree, right?
Pre-lit.
Yeah, we got some lights and
Very
lit
lit.
up.
That's
got the
another
big
interesting thing. My
We got the
cats
cool light.
love
lit.
the drone. Love the drone. They follow it around if I'm flying inside. They actually like the drone. It's like, hey, toy. Chase the toy.
Every time
I've
I start mine up, ours just runs upstairs or whatever. She's scared of it.
You know what's interesting is they don't seem to mind the drone, but by golly, the yard guy shows up to cut the grass. They hate the sound of that freaking lawnmower. They come running inside like, oh God, that's an annoying sound.
Well, my dog's
TJ
not a fan of the lawnmower either.
I used to have a lamp on that table, so I put the tree on the table, and I've got it hooked up to Alexa. So all I got to do is tell it to turn it on or turn it off. It's like
Oh, there
having a
you go.
lamp,
Oh, there you go.
and it makes me happy. So
Yeah, that's
You
correct.
don't have
man.
to. You don't have to unplug. You don't have to go and unplug it every time.
I just tell it turn it on, turn it off.
Oh, that's cool.
It gives me just enough light.
Technology. What a wonderful thing.
You're right.
Paul, do you have a tree? Do you have a tree put up yet?
Paul leaves his up all year round.
Mine's
Oh,
up
yeah.
all year
Or
round.
take it down.
How long has
sounds
yours
good,
been up,
Chuck.
Paul?
Uh,
So
3
That
years.
sounds delicious, Chuck.
How many?
3 years.
I got you beat.
Ooh.
Mine's been up there 4.
Let's all go over to
Yuck.
Chuck's house and eat. He's eating good right
Oh.
now. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, Chuck. Where's ours, Chuck? Damn it.
Yeah, where's
Aren't
ours
you
at?
supposed to share?
Sharing is
Chuck,
caring.
are
Sharing is
Yeah.
caring.
Chuck, are you cooking that yourself, or are you out to dinner?
I'd be happy
No.
with just the asparagus. Ugh,
I think
love
the wifey.
asparagus.
I thought Chuck was
I
the
just
cook.
made some kind of. I just did like some noodles, some pasta with chicken, with some cut up chicken, whatever, and just put some
Mine was better.
some vodka sauce in there.
Yeah, mine was better today, but I ate too early. Now I'm hungry again.
Ugh.
By the way, those crashes I had into the palm fronds, that was just me trying to trim the fronds. That was an intentional
Trying to
crash.
trim the prawns.
I was just trying to trim the
Oh,
fronds.
Randy has a question for you, Rad.
Oh, what's that? Huh. Where? Oh,
Rad, do you belong to DBRCA or DeLand Eagles?
no.
What's DBRCA? What's
It's
DB?
probably that's probably an AMA type RC
I don't
plane
know.
type organization. Both of those probably could be. Keep in
You-
mind here in Daytona, we have Embry-Riddle Flight School.
But you've probably heard of them, so
Like I said, Chuck, I'd be happy with just the asparagus out of that meal.
Like I said, I presume both of those
one of my
organizations
favorite
are
vegetables.
like planes, RC plane kind of stuff.
I like the asparagus with the hollandaise sauce on it.
That's one of my favorite vegetables. That with a good steak,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
asparagus,
asparagus
steak, and a
and steak.
baked potato.
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Perfect meal.
I
Yeah,
like
see,
steak-
the ones the
steak and
RC,
potato.
I presume the Eagles are something similar, where it's like RC plane stuff, AMA. Anyways,
what's the year?
if you're in the
what's the
Daytona
year?
area, we're gonna fly Saturday. Ken's coming down, and Jerry Bauer is coming down. We're gonna fly Saturday morning.
Oh, Kenny from Place It Here.
Yeah, Ken from Place It Here is
Yeah.
coming, and then
Oh,
Gary, who just came down, he's there by St. Augustine too. Gary is. That's
Oh,
what
nice.
that's his winter home. Is there, so they're gonna come down. I think we're gonna go to Flagler Beach for the sunrise, and then come over to this building
Oh, they're
parking
coming
lot
down on
field.
Saturday.
Yeah, they're coming Saturday.
Oh, nice.
If-
Y'all are meeting St. Augustine.
Flagler Beach.
Oh, sweet.
And then after
It-
the sunrise, we'll come over to this other location to do FPV.
I'm actually off on Saturday.
You want to drive 3.5 hours? You know, I drove that drive twice
I know.
last Saturday down there and all the way back.
I know. I
That's
actually saw
7
you on the
hours.
expressway. I was trying
So
to. I was
if-
trying to get by. I was trying to get next to you so I could honk my horn and wave, but there was too many people blocking me.
It's a long ass drive. I'll
Yeah.
just say that.
If Gary's winter home is there, where is his regular home?
Canada.
Uh,
He's a
oh
Canuck.
wait, Gary is in Gary from.
Bauer.
Different one.
I'm thinking of the other Gary.
You're asking a lot of
thinking of
questions.
Gary
Who
from
are you,
Great
Border
Area.
Patrol?
Yeah, Andrew's
You're asking a lot of questions.
inquisitive minds want to know.
The immigration over here.
Immigration.
Next thing you know, he's going to be asking if his visa's legit.
Oh, hey TJ, what plate do you normally see on cars down in your area besides Florida? What do you think the number one plate is? License plate.
Ontario.
Hands down, it's one state.
I see some people.
And
with
it's where
Florida-
Uncle
see-
Uncle Ray is from. You know how many New York
New York?
people?
Well,
Eh.
I've seen some people with South Carolina license plates.
Oh
too.
yeah. You'll see other plates, but the one that you predominantly see is New York.
You actually get a lot of snowbirds
Tons
from
in New
England
York.
too.
Ohio. I've seen
Like
a
in
bunch
my-
from Ohio.
In my area, we actually get a lot of people from England that are snowbirds.
Hmm.
That come here from England.
Because
So
a lot
Gotta
come
start
from
paying.
New York State down to Hilton Head.
I gotta start paying attention to my schedule. I got team pictures tomorrow at 1:30. I'll get finished about 3:30, and I'm assigned to basketball at 5:30.
Wow.
But you do see a lot of Ontario plates in my area.
That's a fair distance to drive.
Yeah, I just see maybe once in a while a Georgia one, a South Carolina one, and then maybe like like you're saying,
Oh, that's right.
New
Relentless
York
lives
one.
in she lives in
Agree with
the
that comment, Dan.
the villages.
Oh,
She has a house in the villages.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, I like boobies.
Anyways, this is
What's up, Dan?
Flagler's at the ocean. So, anyways, there's this building that's just down the street from me. This is an insurance building. But you can see this big parking lot, and they obviously have the light poles. You can see all the little trees, and it's got this big field, and the big field over here, and a few trees you can fly around. So from an FPV perspective, there's a lot of crap around here to go buzzing around. And this thing here,
What building is that? Is that a church or?
No, it's an insurance building.
Oh,
They finished the thing right as COVID hit.
it's an
Yeah.
insurance building.
Yeah, it's an insurance company.
Oh,
Randy, man.
So it can go flying under this entranceway in the front and flying around, but you can see here's the parking lot and the trees, and so it should be fun to fly the FPV drones around all this crap.
At least if you smack somebody's car, you're in the right parking lot.
Yeah, well, Saturday there won't be anybody. Saturday there won't be anybody there. So
Oh, TJ, wasn't it you, TJ, that was flying right past the security guard?
oh yeah. I flew like because we have the security guy right up there.
Right
So-
after he got the notice of not to fly in his neighborhood. Besides the
No,
buzz
that
of
was like a couple months. That was like a month.
You know, it was a guard station going in and out, and the guy's in the booth there, and TJ goes.
Well, like I said, it was like 6 months
TJ.
after he got that notice, and he goes buzz the security.
So
Yep.
you can
Security guard
They
shit.
didn't say anything- they didn't say anything to me though.
you can see the big field there, and there's a field over there. The one thing that I'm really looking forward to is this right here. That's
Oh,
the
that'd be
train.
cool.
That's the
Yeah, that'd be
train.
awesome.
That's the trade tracks. Ken and I were already talking. We're gonna set a drone up, battery ready to go if we hear a train.
Oh, there you go. That'd be awesome.
And have one
That'd be
ready to
great
go
to
and
see.
throw it up to catch the train. Sort of like Matty got lucky on Saturday, being ready just as that train came through Saturday for us.
Man, I wish I would have caught. Well, I did catch one when it was just Maddie and I, but I couldn't find it on my memory card. But it's on the memory card in the goggles, so I'll have to post
Mhm.
that sometime.
So that's the other part about this area. We'll be flying, buzzing around here. If a train happens to go by, yay, we'll go chase the train for a little ways.
When you get in there, or is that gated off on the weekends?
It's not. It's an open.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
public road. It's a public road.
No, I'm talking about getting into the parking lot.
Oh yeah. No, there's no gates to this thing at all. It's wide open.
Yeah, because
Literally
State
wide
Farm
open.
had a big building here, but they had it all gated off on the weekends.
Security. Yep.
Yeah, there's no security. Well, here, let me show you.
Now, when are you going?
Saturday. So here you go.
Okay, so TJ,
There are-
you
there
could call,
are-
you
there
could
are-
you could
there
call
are
the
no
insurance company and let them know they're coming Saturday.
They
Like,
probably
yeah,
wouldn't care.
I got a couple buddies of mine who are coming to y'all's building, so just a heads up.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
we're
it's
not
a
gonna.
couple buddies.
I'm
if you're
probably not
renting them
gonna
out.
fly the building. I'm just gonna fly the parking lot and the field. So you get all the grass over here. But yeah, that road, and they built that road new. It's actually bypassed. In fact, if I zoom in, you can see where the old road was. So as part of putting that building up, they built this whole new section of road on over in over here. So
Where does that road end at?
Granada
Oh,
Boulevard.
just right there.
Granada.
No,
Granada
I was
Boulevard.
looking at the other
No, the
way
other way,
where they cut it off.
where they
It's
cut
not
it
the-
off.
It's not that long then. Okay.
Oh, the
It's
old
just a
road's
little-
right here.
Yeah, it's just a little
There-
section.
It's just a
Right
little
there.
section.
And it
right
doesn't
there.
look like there's anything on it either, does it?
There isn't. No,
Uh,
there isn't.
Just
It's
woods.
probably closed off on the other end too.
So, anyways, it should be a fun little spot to go fly.
Exactly what's going to
TJ
happen.
is a
Randy.
rebel.
Oh,
I
come
agree.
on. You've seen the Tampa guys flying around that mall on the outside and stuff. So, and at grocery stores and after dark and in the lights and
It'd be
And
a great punk video if you got some buddies dressed up as security and
pull to Ken Heron.
yes,
Yeah, do a Ken Heron type video. Yeah.
yep.
So I've been chomping at the bit to go fly over here at this spot because there's because that train tracks is there, but you can see there's a path through the trees here, right? So you can come out here over the field and around the things and weave your way in there and or through the parking lot and around the trees
Oh, yeah,
and the
Randy, you
light
find a lot of
poles.
dead
And,
malls. It's easy to find dead malls.
4 or 5 feet off the ground going 50 mile an hour is a blast.
Surprisingly, with our
there's
town,
one, there's a I think it's a mall or maybe like it's it's an abandoned building that one of my buddies went to and he flew his Avata through there. It's in Jupiter somewhere, I was told. I want to damn find that place and fly through there.
I would like you guys to find something up around Jupiter because that would be a hell of a lot easier for me. Because from Jupiter down to Lauderdale,
I'm gonna ask him where that damn fucking place
Jupiter
is.
to Lauderdale is the most annoying section of that drive because of how densely populated you start getting from that point down.
Yeah.
surprisingly, with our town doubling in population the last couple of years, our mall hasn't hasn't had any kind of resurgency. It's still dying.
Online shopping. Welcome to the new world.
Yeah.
Now you go into malls, it's nothing but trampoline parks in there now.
Mm-hmm.
You see those in like a bunch of the malls. There's always these like birthday trampoline type things set up in there.
Anyways, TJ, we're gonna meet. We'll meet early, fly the sunrise, poke around, and then come over and set up over here and just start buzzing around.
and then go to lunch.
And then go to lunch. Yep. Call it a day. Go, hey, had a blast. It'll be fun. Anybody's in the Daytona area, let me know.
Malls do really good still if they're in really, really big cities, but
Yeah, Volusia Ball is slowly dying. You are correct, Randy.
Yeah, there's 2 in Syracuse, New York, that are dying.
well, they
What do you
built
mean
too many
what
of
do you
them.
mean they're dying? Like
Yeah,
they're-
Granada is 40, Randy.
Well,
You're
they
correct.
built too many too close together.
what does that mean?
Problem.
It's not popular anymore or
Yeah, just stores
They're
have
just-
left and there's nobody in them anymore. Like you go to
Mall-
my mall and the entire food court's empty. There's not a single business in there.
Yeah, the
And half
Volusia
the-
Mall, there's literally only 2 restaurants left.
And half the stores don't have anybody in them. Over half the stores don't have nobody in them.
Mm-hmm.
One of the malls is going bankrupt, so
And
all because the owner doesn't want to pay his bills.
a lot of the companies that were mall based have gone out of business over the last 10 years too.
Yep.
Because there was a lot of companies that were mainly set up in just malls, like Spencer's and Hot Topic, like those type of stores.
yeah.
You only ever found those if you went into a mall. And so when online shopping started, people just stopped shopping in malls. They don't go there no more. So a lot of those companies lost a lot of business, and the majority of them went under. over the last decade or so.
Anyways, Teej, if you left at like 6:30, you'd be up here by like 10 a.m. in the morning.
Oh,
JD. Well, actually, you give it the people what they call mall walkers. And it's people that go in there just to walk circles in there for
Yeah.
exercise.
You know who
Yeah,
I
they
miss
probably
more,
do that.
Randy, than Radio Shack? I'll agree
What
with
if
you on
they,
the Radio Shack.
Senior citizens over here, they do that.
Fries. I miss fries.
oh, fries.
God
Yeah,
damn, I
that place was pretty
love
cool.
freaking
Yeah, that place was
fries.
awesome.
That place was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, well, Best Buy's not too far behind them.
Best Buy is surviving, unlike the others. They at least survived, and their store in a store has kept them alive.
The only large electronics store around here is Best Buy.
Yeah, it is most
Yeah,
places.
I
They're about
give
the only
them-
ones left.
We've got one
I give 'em
large
another few
technology
years.
store.
The only other one that I know of, and actually I haven't gone to their site because I haven't bought. Well, Newegg, but Newegg is pretty much online only. There's a place that was from Ohio called Micro Center. There was a few of them around.
They're actually opening stores up now. They're opening one in I think it's South Carolina.
Who?
I think
Newegg?
they're about Micro Center's opening.
Micro
it up.
Center? Yeah.
They're opening a couple stores up on the East Coast. Justin shops at Forever 21. Oh my god.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, right?
I think there used to be a Micro Center in upstate New York, like near
That's where
Albany.
JD likes to shop a lot at. They're actually the ones that still have that coupon. I was talking about it the other day. They still have that coupon for new customers. You can go in and get an Ender printer for $100.
And yeah, TJ, I'd love to come down and do some more flying.
Oh
And
god, I
sort of
remember
just-
the kiosks in the mall, JD, all the cell phone ones.
Sort of spurring you along on your.
Our vape kiosks have to be behind roller doors.
Oh, we don't
heavily
have
shut.
vape kiosks. He's just joking around. I was talking about back in the day, you walk through a mall and there'd be like 100 cell phone kiosks in the mall.
Yep.
And singular wireless and all them.
Yeah, we still have a lot of the mobile kiosks, but they just sell mobile accessories or fixed phones, fixed screens.
Yeah. We had that,
Yeah, they
the
sell a
fix the
bunch of-
phone screen. We had the watches, the cell phone case.
Yeah, they sell a bunch of overpriced cell phone cases
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you can get online for a quarter of the price.
The other thing, Tej, that we probably need to do, and actually we need to bug Bill for this, is to get Bill to go out and scout out an area, sort of like those parks and stuff that we were flying in for the drone meetup.
Yeah.
We all need to go in that area and do some flying and sort of scouting out for the South Florida drone meetup for the FPV piece. I know Maddie's intending on going back over to the beach again, but it'd be interesting to find something like that park that we could fly in that area.
Well, it looks like we're winding down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the Fly for Fun show and talk to Santa and tell him I want the sticks for Christmas.
There you go.
There you go.
Or
Okay,
another
everybody,
vodka.
thanks
or
for
another
being here.
vodka
We'll see all
TJ.
of you again tomorrow.
I'm going to watch
Adios.
the TV.
Bye for
See
now.
y'all later.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Everybody in the chat, thank you. We'll see all of you again tomorrow. 9 a.m. Be there.
Yeah.